Second only to oil, coffee is the most valuable legally traded commodity in the world. We love it, we rely on it, and we drink it in massive quantities. My next quest will be to attempt to make a cup of coffee entirely from scratch, starting from the raw beans. But first, I know almost nothing about this very popular beverage, so let's learn a little bit about it. It's estimated that 2.25 billion cups of coffee are consumed each day worldwide. The largest consumer of coffee in the world is the US, but per person, other countries such as Finland, Norway, and Netherlands way outdrink the average American. Coffee is a daily ritual of lives of millions of humans around the globe. But where exactly did this caffeinated phenomenon begin? Well, most people think of coffee as just beans. It actually starts out as the inside seed of the coffee berry. The coffee plant itself is originally from the region around Ethiopia. The common legend of coffee's discovery and its caffeinated effects is that in the 9th century, a goat herder witnessed his flock dancing around after consuming coffee berries and getting a bit buzzed. Some of the earliest historical records of coffee as a beverage originated in Yemen during the 13th century. Beans were exported from Ethiopia to the Yemeni port of Mocha, where this drink then spread around the Islamic world. Although initially controversial, it became a very popular beverage among Muslim worshippers who found the stimulant very helpful during long prayer sessions. From there, it took nearly 400 years for coffee to find its way to Europe, when the Dutch, French, and Spanish began growing coffee in their African, Caribbean, and South American colonies for European consumption. One of the main coffee-producing colonies, Java, is where we get this other nickname for the drink. However, in the US, coffee didn't really catch on until after the Boston Tea Party in 1773. During the Revolution, tea was seen as British and was unofficially boycotted by most Americans. John Adams even wrote to his wife, "Tea must be universally renounced, and I must be weaned, and the sooner the better." In its place, many Americans switched to coffee as their hot caffeinated beverage of choice. Even today, Americans prefer coffee 3 times as much to tea. For almost a century, American coffee imports were primarily dominated by 2 companies, Folgers and Maxwell House. It wasn't until 1971, when Starbucks opened their first location in Seattle, that coffee as a luxury beverage started to gain appeal. Since then, coffee has been ever evolving into the many different forms of beverage we order today. Now I know a little bit of the history and background of this bean and beverage, but there's still so much more I need to learn. So in the next 3 videos, I'm going to go even further in depth and consult with several experts and learn hands-on about 3 important aspects of making a cup of coffee. What difference the beans make, how to roast the perfect coffee bean, and how to brew the best cup of coffee. Then once I'm done with all that research, it'll be time for my actual attempt to make my own cup of coffee entirely from scratch. So be sure to check all these out, and don't forget to subscribe.